The Dungeon Statue Secret Tower in Bloons TD 6 just got a huge buff, cutting its price in half, but does this make it worth buying? So first off, for those of you that don't know, and I think the majority of you guys already know, but this guy over here at the top on the map, Dark Dungeons, is actually a secret tower. He's the most expensive secret tower, and you can unlock him by, while clicking onto these two torches. So you go like this, you click the left one, you click the right one, and then this guy lights up, and then if you click on him, you can activate the statue for $30,000. Let me place Sai over here on the side, by the way, because Sai is probably one of the best heroes for this map. And as I was saying, the ball does a 100 damage on level 1, and you can upgrade it twice, so you can go up to level 2, which is gonna make it do 250 damage per attack, and then level 3, which is gonna make it do 500 damage. Now that is a lot, and actually the ball speed improves as well, but the price keeps increasing. So now what this latest change does is it essentially cuts the price in half. So the previous total price for all 3 levels, it used to be $350,000, which is about the same as like the price of a Paragon or something like that. Well, with the latest changes, the price is now getting cut in half. So level 1 goes from $50,000 to $30,000, level 2 goes from $100,000 to $50,000, and then level 3 goes from $200,000 to $100,000 to buy the statue. So what this means is that overall this thing is so much more cheaper and so much more affordable, and let's see if we can, well, if this thing is worth buying, essentially, is the question that we're going to try and answer. So first off, let me actually start this by getting an ace. I'm going to have it on Wing Monkey. Is actually really nice for a map like this, right? Because if you have it on all the other targets, it's just gonna like roam around the platform. You actually want it flying around the map for this one. Alright, so let's actually go like this. Let me buy the Druid of the Jungle, and then do we need the Hard Thorns? You know what, I'm gonna buy just in case for these later rounds, like I know, like 37 and 38. And the way that I'm actually thinking about this statue and if it's worth buying is I'm just comparing it to something else. I'm comparing it to some other tower that costs $30,000, right? So for example, we bought the Ace, and if you take a look at the bottom path upgrades on the Ace, the Spectre is 25, the Never Miss is about 2.7, and then all of these guys, well, they're a little bit cheaper, but it is about $30,000 in total. So I guess the way that you can compare this is it worth buying the Dungeon Statue over a Spectre, which is gonna get, again, global coverage on the map? Let me actually go like this. Let me set this guy to Wing Monkey. I missed it. Yeah, there we go. So let's set this guy to Wing Monkey. He doesn't have camo detection, but I am planning on getting a village, and so far our only camo is Sai, so maybe we can go like this. Let's activate these torches, by the way, which do pop camo balloons as well. The only problem with these guys is that they don't last too long, so you have to be careful with the timing, but I think that's gonna be about it with round 33, and then we have to buy camo detection now. So let's buy a village for this guy on the side, because we're gonna have some camo white balloons, and this is just gonna be like a 0-2-0 village for now, and then we need to buy a well, an alchemist actually. So let me try and have the alchemist like this on the side, and I'm only gonna be defending using one Never Miss Ace, and then we're gonna try and save up money for the Dungeon Statue. So let's go like this. Let me just buy the 2-0-0. We're also gonna get some, oh, let me just use these torches on the sides. Are we defending? Yeah, there we go. We kind of spent some mana shield, but it's completely fine. These torches, they don't exactly recharge that fast. I don't remember how fast it was. And after this one, we're gonna have the Moab. So I guess one of the things about Sai is that they are a little bit, you know, farther away from the track, and the Moab always appears in the middle. So if we had Sai like here, that would have been better versus these ceramics and the insides of the Moab. But let's see how we do on this one. So we're definitely gonna have to restart. The question is, what do we buy for 2.8k? Yeah, we lose. Oh my god, we actually didn't lose 4 lives, guys. That's ridiculous. I mean, Sai plus the Druid, it is what it is. You just pop the Moab layer, and then we did tank some insides, but yeah, there we go. We defeated the Moab. That was so unexpected, by the way. I didn't want to play Chimps mode, but we got, well, something close to Chimps mode with these single-digit lives on accident, so we're gonna have to be careful anyways. Okay, so let me get the Jungle Jumps onto this thing. I bought the 3-2-0 Alchemist, which does not buff Sai, which is really good. You only want it focusing like here, and then I'm gonna buy the lots more darts, which is gonna make, you know, this guy go ham. But around 49, and then after this, we're gonna have another Moab, and actually we had a really close encounter with the first Moab. So what I want to do is I want to switch this Druid to Strong, because I want him holding down ceramics. So when these ceramics pop out of the Moabs, we're gonna have them getting held essentially, and we're gonna pop this thing a lot earlier, by the way, than last time. And yes, we're not gonna, yeah, hopefully all of these guys go like this, and then we're $16,000 and almost 17k. Yeah, there we go. So, you know, in a handful of rounds, we should have this thing maybe like in the mid 50s or something like that. So we're doing well so far. So Moab on the right side, we are okay. So 2 of these guys. So who is holding? Oh my god, that's ridiculously close. Onto you almost made next to roid spikes, but yeah, these next rounds are gonna be really important. So we defend. It's gonna be a problem if we have a lot of Moabs coming out at the same time. So for example, one at the bottom, one on the right side. I think we're gonna have troubles defending that. So let's see how we do on this one. A bunch of ceramics and Moabs on this one. This is gonna be a tricky round, but we do get level 10 on Sai, and none of these Moabs is popping. Look at this. I'm gonna use the level 10 ability just so I can clean these guys out, and then the stun. No, the stun isn't. Oh my god. So the stun doesn't reach, but somehow we survive with the mana shield. Or do we? Look at the right side. 2 mana shield and 4 lives. I have absolutely no idea how we're surviving these rounds, and I'm so glad that I actually booted up hard mode emote instead of like even in Popple or something like that. Okay, we still don't have it. It's gonna be around 57 when we get it, but 57 is a really annoying one because we have 2x2 mobs. So look at the sides. So these guys are both coming out of the same side, and we have a problem, guys. So the one in the middle popped, and I can stun the guy on the left. It just has to happen right now. We do have the level 10 ability from side, so the bottom mob is gonna pop. And then I'm gonna use the ability just in case. I think that was a little bit early, so let me just activate this. Let's buy the statue, and boom, there we go. We get it. All right, so now that we know that the ace is not exactly gonna be defending, this is where the ball is supposed to be shining. So 100 damage, it chases the balloons all around the map, and let's see how good it is. And here it comes, the big one. So we have absolutely nothing to deal with 63, so it's gonna have to be the ball. So it is, yes, it is one-shotting all these ceramics. 100 damage. I'm telling you guys, this thing is really nice. Let's watch the second wave. So as soon as it passes through these guys, oh yeah, oh my god, it doesn't even let them spawn, you know, the lesser balloons. It just one-shots them. That's really good, actually. So keep in mind, at this point, instead of the dungeon statue, we could have had a specter. So now what we need is this dungeon statue to essentially justify us buying that instead of the specter in order for it to be good. Or maybe it's not even the specter, you know, maybe we're talking about a tower like the glaive lord. Alright, so the targeting for this ball seems to be strong because look at what it does. It pops the mob layer and then it dips out. So look at this, for example. It popped the mobs at the bottom and it moved top, and then it went back for the ceramics when there were no mob class balloons on the field. So what I'm thinking is that this is going to be nice in popping the mob class balloons, but it's really going to be bad versus cleanup. So the way that we have to think about this is we need to buy some cleanup towers, guys. Again, a bunch of mobs onto this one, and look at what it does. It's going to create a mess for us. At some point in the game, this is going to cost us, and I'm going to have to... Oh my god, I can't believe it's happening as I'm talking about it. Okay, so what I meant to say was that at this point, this is going to cost us because it is only dealing with the mob layer and it's leaving these ceramics. And if we don't have proper cleanup for this, we're eventually going to lose to this thing. So where are we leaking? Oh, it was the middle one. Okay, I didn't catch that. I essentially expected to, you know, it's going to be the time where this thing falls off. It's going to come like pretty fast, I think. So maybe like once we enter freeplay or something like that. But I feel like maybe one of the uses of the dungeon statue is that you don't exactly upgrade the full thing. So I'm thinking maybe you buy just like the level 1, just like we did, and then you just buy your other defensive towers, because look at what's happening. This ball allows us to save $38,000. The only things that we have on screen are Psy and then this never miss ace that we bought. But you know what? I feel like I'm in the mood of taking risks. So I think the proper thing to do is to just let this statue be at level 1 and just buy some other defensive tower with the 50k that allows us to save, but at the same time, level 2 is 50k, so I'm actually gonna buy the level 2. Okay, so this might come to bite us, but yeah, the projectile becomes stronger. Let me use the level 10 side ability, by the way. The projectile becomes stronger, so 250 damage, which is gonna be really nice into these free play rounds. So I just hit free play and let's go. And now it is gonna be one-shotting a huge chunk. Well, it's gonna be one-shotting the small mobs, right? And then it's gonna be doing really well versus the BFBs as well. But again, the small balloons are gonna be an issue. Now, the good thing about free play on this map is that you only have to essentially think about 2 tracks, and it's gonna be the one from the middle and the one from the right side, because those are the mob tracks. That's how free play works. The other problem is that the fact that this ball is set on strong, essentially. So it's only focusing the strongest balloons and it's leaving a lot of these small balloons in place, and this is bothering me really. I feel like there should be a targeting option for this ball, right? Because this is really annoying. So we spent so much cash onto this thing and we're losing just because of this simple thingy where you cannot change the targeting onto this thing. Because if I set the ball onto first, this thing is probably gonna win the game by itself, isn't it? Let's actually find a way to deal with the small balloons. I was thinking of buying something like the glaive lore here, or maybe like a perma spike, which is gonna be nice as well. What do you guys think? You know what? Let's do a perma spike. I feel like the glaive lore is a little bit overused, so let's go like this. I mean, it's not like the perma spike is not. Let's be clear, but let me upgrade the alchemist and let's do this. Let's give it a little bit of extra attack speed, and this is, yeah, this should be reaching onto the top track. So look at what it's doing. It is hitting these mob class balloons, but if there's, oh my god, I need to use the ability. But if there's a ceramic on its way, like on its path, then it's gonna swipe the ceramics as well. But this is just, oh my god, that's way too annoying. Look at the melee track. This is just like so inconsistent, and the spikes barely help. Oh my god, the right side is leaking as well. Dude, this map, I can't even pay attention to everything. But this is like rounds like this one don't exactly exist that much in free play, so I guess it's gonna be this one and like 91 and 95, and that's gonna be it. But this statue, man, just let me set it to first and it's all gonna be worth it in the end. This is just like so annoying. We need to use the ability again, but I'm being so patient. I'm watching this middle portion, and Sai is holding these mobs. The right, no, the left side. I used the ability. I held all those guys. I'm so patient with the level 10 ability, and I can't believe I actually held through it all because we still have it. Okay, that's very good. And 87, again, a bunch of beefy ones, but this is where Sai is helpful. careful. Am I jinxing it? Huge waves of ceramics. So those ceramics are getting sniped. And then, but oh my god, it's way too many balloons. I think we have to use, yeah, I'm gonna use the level 10 ability just to be safe onto this one because this is gonna be the perma spike round. And yeah, finally. Okay, so let me just buy it. Hopefully that wasn't too late. I'm using the level 3 ability, by the way, and I'm trying to stun the balloons in the middle. So I know the range isn't there. I'm just like, my fingers are reacting just like because it's a reflex thing, you guys. All right, DDT. So let's see how this magic ball does versus the DDT. So it does 250. So it should be dealing with them no problem. But it's losing its mind. So it attacked the first one, then it went top, and then it moved back. So I don't like the inconsistency. I think once you start something, you need to finish it. So yeah, again, first targeting should be, oh my god, balloons on the left, on the right side. I'm using the abilities, but we need to do something about these guys, I think. Maybe let's buy a glue, which is gonna go just like a 022 on the side. I should buy one more glue on the left side, but I see the ceramic balloon over here. Do we risk it? Just like that, I bought it 022 on the side as well, and just slow these guys enough. I don't have a single ability, but these, oh my god, these ceramics are gonna be the end of us, right? Yes. I mean, what else is there to say about this map, guys? We're leaking left and right, and we need to be stopping these ceramics. And I was thinking maybe like, what, like an ice tower, like a permafrost ice? Just keep clapping those hands, man. We need to just keep these balloons in place and just buy ourselves a little bit of time. Can't even explain to you guys how much of an annoying round this is, and we are gonna lose again. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just straight up missing damage onto the sides. So I guess we can use the level 10 ability, but I'm just being, again, I'm being super patient. So I'm gonna stun the balloons onto the left side with the level 3 ability, and then are they done, guys? Look at the middle, by the way. Let's just use the level 10 ability. Let's just get over with. My perma spike is supposed to be set on smart, but I don't think this is, well, smart what I'm looking at. By the way, a bunch of DDTs, so it is actually defending here, and oh my god, maybe it is actually smart. So look at the spike piles. The spike pile on the right side is actually bigger than the one on the left, and I'm not exactly sure how this works because the quantity of balloons coming out from the bottom and the right side should be about the same, right? Isn't smart supposed to be, you know, like 50-50 both of these tracks? I don't know how this thing works, guys. Round 94, a huge round, but a lot of RB on this one, but no 45 balloons, so that is gonna be a little bit of helpful for us. So Sai is holding out these BFBs, but look at the ZMGs at the bottom. This is like such a short track in the middle that we have, and the top one is the long one. So actually, we should be doing something about the one in the middle, I think. So maybe like one more glue. I bought a glue here on the side, and I don't even know why I bought this guys the mob glue. We should actually be focusing down here. So let me actually sell this druid like this, and maybe make this guy relentless glue as well. And I know that we spent a bunch of money onto this, but that's gonna be around 94, and I'm just super happy that this round is done. All right, 95. Let me do this for 95. Let me buy a Bloons Sabo here on the side, and I'm gonna use the Sabo as soon as these DDs appear. I did buy this guy a little bit late, didn't I? Yeah, that was, hopefully this is fine for the Sabo, and is the ball gonna do its thing is my question. So right now we're only relying on the ball. I guess Sai is holding out these wires, but Sai cannot hold DDs, and is the perm spike doing a little bit of damage on the middle. So the stop track is getting defended a little bit better than the bottom one, right? Am I correct about that thing, or is just that the middle is a little bit shorter? But we seem to have dealt with the DDT, so let me just check the damage counter while we're here. So 620. Oh my god, this guy has so much damage. Sai 360, and then the perma spike at 68. Oh yeah, this is definitely a dungeon statue carry so far, it looks like. I actually thought that this guy was not doing as well as he is, but never mind. So I guess the problem that we have is that he has the damage. Like this statue, it has the damage. It just doesn't have the consistency or the targeting, it seems like. Like I wouldn't mind buying this thing in a game. It's just that let me set it to first, and then I'm gonna be I'm gonna feel a little bit safer. It's moving pretty fast, by the way, so it's not like it's gonna struggle to handle the exits or something like that. It's gonna get confused from time to time, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. All right, so now round 98, I think I want to be using the Sabo as soon as possible on this one, and when all CMGs appear, do we want to be using the Sai level 10 ability, because that's gonna wipe out the entire round. So let's actually not do that. Let's wait for the dungeon statue, let it do its thing. So maybe with the help of the Sabo, we can see a little bit better how strong this is. So as you guys can see at the top, it is struggling versus the fortified ceramics. It's one-shotting the normal ones, but it's not popping the fortified ceramics on one shot. And then it is kind of dealing with the top side first. So we seem to have popped the top side, and it's only the bottom sides holding out these ZMGs, which is really nice. And then we defended, guys. We defended around 98. Let's check the pop count. Oh yeah, size level 20, 572k pops. Okay, so this is the Sai carry right here, because they can now target DDTs and ZMGs. That's why this entire round disappeared. But let me check the pop count of this one, 944. So the statue isn't even doing so bad by itself, I guess. Let me use the Sabo for the 45 DDTs. How are we doing versus these guys? I guess a bunch of them are getting tanked by the perma spike, right? I mean, I can see Sai holding some of them, but yeah, the statue it's a level 2 statue with sucks versus 45 DDTs, it seems like. And how is it gonna do versus the bad balloon? I think it's gonna suck. So let's just check the damage onto this thing versus the bad. It's like 250 a pop, but it's not enough, right? So we have to do something about this one. I bought the sub on the side, so let me just go like this, and then maybe I think we I think a single one is going to be fine just because we have a huge spike pile here, but we need the cooldown. Oh, let me just buy a Bloons TD reactor, just speed this thing a little bit. And then I'm going to use the, oh, never mind. It popped on the permanent spike and size holding all of these guys. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And tell me if you guys have tried the dungeon statue and how it feels now with all these price buffs. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.